You're listening to Heroes in the Moment.
What's up, heroes? I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
And today, it's Week in a Flash.
Come on, give me the news.
Coming at you. We got some news. We got some DC. We got some Marvel. And that's about it today.
Okay.
But that's the usual.
I was about to say, that's what we normally talk about.
That is normally what we talk about. But there's always some type of news when it comes to Marvel and DC. So let's start off with DC today because we got some really cool, interesting news for DC surrounding the official casting of the Green Lantern. So we've been theorizing about this the last couple of months.
Yeah.
And the big casting rumors, we talked about Ewan McGregor, Matthew McConaughey. All right.
Brightest day.
Josh Brolin, Chris Pine, all these people as Hal Jordan. We talked about some others for John Stewart, but has been officially casted. Kyle Chandler has officially going to be Hal Jordan, posted by James Gunn himself.
I love it. The more I see it, the more I love it.
It's a good casting, but I still wish they would have gone younger because I'm like, he's going to be in Lanterns, he's going to die, and that's all we're going to get at Hal Jordan. It's going to make him mad. So it's pros and cons.
And
I think
then
he'll do an
origin story with a different younger actor.
I know.
Did justice for this guy.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, he's officially cast as Hal Jordan. We talked about that last time, but it's now officially official. Along with Aaron Pierre is officially cast as John Stewart, which he looks just perfect, like he's perfect.
Dude, his eyes are piercing.
Oh, there's Pierre piercing.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Just look in his eyes, dude.
And he looks like John Stewart in the comics. Man. Like, it's really good castings, but on both regards. And he's going to be, I guess, since he's younger, the more central Lantern, I suppose, with John Stewart.
He's going to be so good.
He's going to be the Justice League member.
So good, man.
It's going to be cool. The Lantern is going to go so hard. And I mean, apparently, because Superman obviously is, it's Creature Commandos, then Superman. And the next two in production right now are Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and then Lantern. So I'm assuming we'll get maybe both those projects in 2026.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. Or 2025. Wait, next year's 2026. Yeah, that's right. 2026. So that'd be cool to see in the coming future with them starting to do filming. I'm sure anytime now.
Yeah.
War of the Lanterns,
dude,
and Supergirl.
And the synopsis sounds so cool, dude.
Oh, it sounds
just
so good.
Investigating a string of murders on Earth,
Right.
So it's kind of going to be grounded, but I imagine they'll travel around too.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing all of these AI generated images of these guys in the suits. It looks
they
cool.
Look fire. They look fire.
They look
I'm
really
excited
cool
for it. As long as it's not like Ryan Reynolds' atrocity back in 2011, we'll be all right.
It's going to be so much better.
Well, it's not that much tougher, to be honest.
No, it's not.
To be better than that.
We could write something, I'm pretty sure.
Do what?
I said we could write something better.
Oh, we could definitely write something better. I'm positive of that.
Speaking of Superman, did you see the picture?
I did see
today?
the picture. We're going to talk about the picture. So James Gunn posted the marketing campaign for Superman has begun with Superman posted with this dog, Crypto, the super dog, is going to be in Superman.
That's cool.
Dude, that's really
cool.
It's really cool. It's like it feels like the comics,
I know,
his universe he's creating feels very much like the comics with everything he's doing, all these characters introduced into movies, and it's really I know he's introducing it as if it's already an established universe, which is kind of cool in a lot of ways. It's going to be an interesting take, and I'm super excited for this movie. I think
going to be killer.
Yeah, every shot I've seen from it looks very Superman. Yeah, it's cool.
This one looked cool too. It looked a little cheap as far as some of the CGI, but
to be fair, it's
obviously
just a picture.
Like they're looking at Earth, right?
Yeah,
is that it? Yeah, dude, he looks so good in the suit, bro.
It looks great. I'm
going
so excited for this movie. And I really think it'll be amazing. It'll be something else.
Banger, bro.
It better be because
so
it's got a lot riding on it. If it's bad, it's gonna.
James Gunn gets the boot.
Yeah, that's gonna be brutal for him. So we'll see. Hopefully, I have utmost confidence though. But along with the Green Lanterns casting, Josh Brolin we know was in the running for Hal Jordan.
Josh Brolin.
But now he's saying I'd be willing to be in DC. So a lot of people have been fan casting.
Yes, sir.
For Deathstroke.
Yeah, yes,
dude, he would be a great Deathstroke.
He'd be the perfect Deathstroke.
He'd be a great Deathstroke.
He'd be so good.
But I feel like he's too big for Deathstroke.
You think so?
He's just so big.
Nah, bro. Well, dude, Deathstroke has big armor.
He does.
Like in Arkham Origins, especially like his covering his breast, it just sticks out a lot. I don't know.
I meant too big.
He's tiny.
To be clarify.
Too big. I thought you meant like physically.
No.
I think
based off James Gunn's
benefit.
castings.
Yeah, I'm saying like he's not spending. I feel like a ton of money on on some of these guys, like with Superman, he went with a smaller actor. I feel like every now and then he could, maybe get someone bigger.
From a big guy. Yeah,
like
Samuel
Josh Brolin
Jackson
has such a good track record playing this, this kind of role. Like you see in like Dune, playing as Cable. I just have a soft spot for Brolin.
Dude,
I love that guy.
I love Josh Brolin too.
I love
amazing.
it.
He'd
be so good. I see a lot of people fan casting him too as Thomas Wayne.
I could see that.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
like in Flashpoint. I
or
could see
even
that. That'd be cool.
like later on down the road, like Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns,
Yeah.
old Batman.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool too.
Don't tell me he couldn't
Like
play an old Batman.
Beyonds, yeah,
because he
like
kind
Batman.
of gives me vibes like if Ben Affleck aged another 10 years, kind of in that Snyderverse.
Right.
I imagine that's what Josh Brolin
Josh
would kind of
Brolin
look
would
like.
look
You know?
like.
They're
I can see that.
a little bigger face.
That's
and
fire.
jaw.
That's fire.
But anyway, Deathstroke is probably my favorite DC villain. I don't know. I just always loved him. He's a really cool guy. And oh man, they had the opportunity to do the coolest thing here.
It would be really cool.
I know,
It'd
bro.
be a great casting.
so good.
And the fact that he's willing to do DC in some way just wasn't for
Yeah.
Hal Jordan. I wonder why. If
No,
he's-
what I read is they thought there was a lot of baggage with Green Lantern.
okay,
So
like
a lot
he
of
would
people
have
didn't want to
do
be
it.
associated with the
Right.
2011
So he just wants
movie.
a one and done, or like
Maybe
okay.
I don't know about the one and done, but they just didn't want the baggage.
Oh, of the Green Lantern, okay.
with how bad the other one was. So
Okay.
they just kind of want to start fresh with something else.
Okay, but I feel like with that, I mean, the bar's not really high, so
Yeah.
you can really amount.
But like thing with playing Thomas Wayne or Deathstroke, like there
It'd
is
be
no
cool.
bar
No.
really for live action.
no,
So
no, there's not. So that's cool. Well, there is a little bit for Deathstroke, but
Yeah.
there have been some good Deathstroke incarnations
yeah,
live action.
the one in Arrow was
was
good,
amazing.
a little different take. I really loved
Zack Snyder's Justice
I
League.
know, and we
just
never got
didn't
to see that
him. Yeah.
pan out, but
Yeah.
they were on the right track with that.
They were. I agree. All right, so to move on over to Marvel news, we have a couple of things over here. The first one is that we talked about it last week with rumored that Sam Raimi is going to come back to direct Doctor Strange 3, but apparently it's official that he's coming back to direct Doctor Strange 3 along with Denzel Washington. Wow, being cast as Dormammu. Wow,
He's just the equalizer,
dude. Like, yeah, I know.
Dormammu.
But Denzel, wow,
This is weird to me.
okay.
Kind of,
I feel it's just because he's such a big
He's
name.
so huge.
He's a huge
And I don't
actor.
know who voiced Dormammu.
Benedict
in the first-
Cumberbatch voiced Dormammu in
Did
the
he
first
actually?
one. He did.
See, well, this is why it confuses me. If you're already going to have Strange, I mean, not Strange. If you already have Benedict there, why wouldn't you just additionally have him do the voice
I feel like
again?
it's probably going to be a bigger role because naturally, if Benedict Cumberbatch is the star of this movie, he's not going to want to play two roles in this movie, and maybe
Unless it made a bigger paycheck.
unless that'd
You
have to be a bigger
but bringing
paycheck
in someone like Denzel for this,
for the voice of Dormammu.
yeah,
Unless that he's actually playing like a smaller version of Dormammu, and he's actually playing him on screen.
like in the Lego games.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think of. Like in the Lego games, like maybe they're
Yeah.
playing. I don't know. I'm really interested. I mean,
This is odd. I feel like
I
don't hate
Denzel
it.
Washington to sign on to Marvel is just really interesting.
I
to me.
know.
I mean, maybe he's just like I always wanted to do it, and why not?
Yeah,
So,
probably. I mean, it's a paycheck. You
It
know?
is a
And,
paycheck.
Doctor,
it's like Harrison Ford coming to Marvel, so he's there for the paycheck.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think, like you said, it just implies that he's going to be around for a little while.
Yeah, right.
You know, that they're going to make Dormammu a bigger character. But
Which would be cool. Be cool. I don't
Yeah.
know. The next one is that Henry Cavill, once again, we love this man, has expressed interest in coming back to Marvel. Obviously, we saw his debut in Deadpool Wolverine as Wolverine, which was super cool.
Fire.
But apparently, it's been reported that they are in the works of having him become Captain Britain and establish either show or project that he's going to be involved in as Captain Britain.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I think he could fit that role really well.
He would kill it.
I think he
I
would.
just feel like he deserves a bigger character.
Right.
To be honest.
Right.
Kind of brings more like a C B.
Yeah,
B
unless he
tier
makes
character.
him a bigger character.
Yeah,
He
no.
could.
They've done that before.
They've
obviously,
done that,
like with
so-
Iron Man.
Yeah, right.
But-
Iron Man was bigger than Captain Britain.
Well, I'm saying like in the comics, so he wasn't like that guy,
Right.
Right. And then when the MCU came around, it's like
He's
is
that
the guy. Yeah.
I don't think
So-
it'll be that much of a stretch as much as they did for Iron Man, but still they can make him bigger.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool. I mean, Henry Cavill's Captain Britain I think fits. I hope it's the flying version of Captain Britain. That would be the one I'd prefer to see, but I don't know. It'd be cool.
The Lego Marvel superheroes.
Yeah, fire, dude. So
That's all on my mind.
Both incarnations.
Yeah,
are
I
fire.
wonder who else he could play really well. I mean, obviously, a lot of people want him to play the Wolverine right after
absolutely.
the whole
after Deadpool and Wolverine.
shebang happens.
Right.
But I'm not sure who else he could play.
I don't know. We'll see. But still, it'd be awesome to come back, especially how DC did him. So
Yeah, put
that'd
him
be
as
great.
Bond in the next Bond.
Oh yeah, he'd be
That'd
a great
cool.
James Bond.
Him
Him
or
or
Aaron Pierre Johnson,
Idris Elba would
Idris
also be good.
Elba would be good. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's older Bond. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably. I see what
yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah. All right. Next, also speaking of Deadpool and Wolverine, it's been reported that there might be a sequel developed for Deadpool and Wolverine. Which
Listen,
I'd be
bro.
down.
So yesterday I checked AMC. They had a show in. They
Deadpool
still-
and Wolverine
and
still?
released June 26th.
Wow,
It was
July.
sold out.
the Deadpool Wolverine showing.
Yeah. So I checked
Wow.
it at like 10 p.m. last night, and it will show you once a movie you can't watch it anymore, but it said sold out on it too.
Wow.
I said there's just one, so I guess it's still at the occasional theater. People
It's
still going
popular.
to see it.
Yeah, still people going to see it. It's made $1 billion.
Well, they see the money coming in. It's
and
hard
they're
to
like,
not
oh,
say we want another one.
Another, exactly. That's exactly right.
Hopefully
so,
it's not another Joker situation.
I know. Hopefully it's better than that, and they can do it. But I don't know. I'd be down for it. I love Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. I feel like they're two of the most loved actors ever. So it'd be cool. Like nobody dislikes Ryan Reynolds or Hugh Jackman.
No.
So it's cool.
You've seen everyone's pushing for them to do the Oscars. To host it together. Apparently, like they're the favorites right now on the baby.
They better
nods.
be because I will watch the crap out of that Oscars with them hosting it. That would be perfect.
They do a great job.
They do, and Hugh Jackman's he's hosted before, and he's incredible.
Yeah,
so I think that would be
a
great fire pick.
Yeah, but I think they would do it. They would do really well with the second movie.
I think so. If they got Sean Levy back, or I think it'd work really well. Also, last piece of big news we have is Captain America, which we know Sam Wilson now, and Captain Marvel are reported to co-lead the next Avengers movie, which we kind of already figured. I mean, we already kind of figured that based off everything we've gotten from before. They're kind of the two biggest faces right now besides Doctor Strange. But.
What did the kids say? No aura. How is this aura? You had the Trinity, right? You had your Iron Man, you had Cap, you had Thor. We took it for granted.
Yeah, we did. We did.
And this is no hate to, what's his face? Wilson's character.
Yeah.
This is definitely hate to Captain Marvel's character, but that's not the same. And I feel like we can be confident in saying that because we've seen them in multiple projects.
I feel like
movies.
they have the same formula. But it just because of everything that went on, it wasn't executed. Because I know their original formula was Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange, Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man, which is an amazing trinity.
That would have worked.
That would have worked.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, obviously, the passing of Chadwick and the plans changing, and Doctor Strange being more of a multiversal hero than an Avenger, and Spider-Man, everybody losing. It's just things changed.
Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, right.
It makes sense, but. Right. The Hulk is still around. Thor is still around. Why can't they be there?
I know.
Too?
I guess. It's also the Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo probably don't want to be, the top dogs anymore. They're just kind of stepping back.
Yeah.
And just here for the ride and the fun, until they kill us off or whatever. I don't know. But we'll see, and we'll go with that. But I don't know. I saw it coming. I just hope that Brie Larson doesn't get the title card for Doomsday.
Imagine,
that'll make me so mad. I think Robert Downey Jr. is getting the title card. I really do. But we'll see. Or it's either going to be the title card or it's going to be and Robert Downey Jr. I don't know.
Dude, it just makes me so mad. Yeah, that they really cast him as Doom.
It's
the
crazy
longer
to
I
me.
sit on it, the more I hate it. Really.
It's crazy to think about. It really
like
is
that is the dumbest, safest pick they could have gotten. And they know that this movie was going to make money anyway. But just bringing him back in this way,
they're like, this movie's so not going to be $2 billion like Avengers Endgame. It's
How
probably
it'll
make $1 billion,
guy?
but let's bring back Robert Downey Jr. so we can ensure it makes $2 billion. That's their mindset. So,
I hate that, man.
Yeah, unless it works out really well and they have a really cool executed plan. I hope.
I hate you 3000.
The audience, cinema! Everybody cheers.
Nick A3 probably write that.
Yeah.
You think you're the king?
Yeah, no, I'm the king. I hate you 3000.
I hate you 3000. I hope. I pray every day that superhero movies never get that bad, but maybe we've already crossed the line.
I don't think we've crossed that line yet, to be honest. But we'll see. All right, guys, it's time for our challenge time. And today we're going to do a very special, fun thing that we're going to do. We're going to try to come up with a movie plan, or not necessarily a script, but kind of come up with an idea for James Gunn's DCU of what we think could be a great movie in the universe.
So we walk into his office. Right?
What are we pitching? Maybe
they give us a water or a snack or something.
They give us a water. They give us Superman cookies.
Yeah, he's looking at us from across the desk. We're nervous.
We're very nervous.
But we have some good ideas on our mind.
We got storyboards.
What do we throw up?
Dude, what do we throw up? So first, I feel like we gotta recount what's been thrown down.
Okay. Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That was beautiful, Michael.
So we know Superman's already moving in development.
Okay,
we know Supergirl's already moving in development. We know Brave and the Bold's already moving in development. We already know the Lantern series is happening. We know Booster Gold series is happening. We know Paradise Lost is happening. We know the Authority movie's happening. We know a Swamp Thing movie's happening. It's rumors of Plastic Man out there. So is that pretty well covered?
Yeah, I think so.
So what movie are we pitching? What character?
I think we could pitch multiple stuff. I think I think we
do we
should
go for the big leagues or do we go?
see. I think we can do both here.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
we have our big cards. We flip through them.
Yep.
I think one of the first ones we talk about. I think an animated. This is just me personally. Animated Constantine show.
An animated Constantine show.
Yeah, I
You
think
would like to pitch.
I think they could accomplish a lot with that. I
Okay.
think it connect a lot of the different universes if they decide to go with that route, and it dives a little more into the supernatural. I think, which would be a side to explore that they wouldn't currently have on the slate.
Which I think they are digging into the supernatural a little bit with the Creature Commandos
Yeah.
and the whole Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters story.
But this would like be the
really get
biggest
into it.
point of that supernatural realm. I feel like.
So naturally in James Gunn's universe, if it's an animated show, whoever's playing Constantine is going to have to be him in live action. So who would you cast as Constantine?
Ooh. So in Constantine, someone British, you know, someone probably 30s to 40s. They got some like rough facial hair. They're looking really scraggly, you know. They got a lot of bravado. They got swag. Who am I pitching?
I really do think like the CW Constantine was really good.
I know he was the first one that came,
It
obviously
was
the
really
first
good.
one that came to
He's
my
the
mind.
first one that came to your mind.
Who would be good, man, for something like this?
Dude, I'm thinking oh shoot, what's his name? I don't know if he's
Honestly,
British.
bro,
Who you got?
I don't know this guy's British either. But Aaron Taylor Johnson would demolish this role. Imagine just him smoking cigarettes.
I thought about Aaron Taylor Johnson too.
I know he's huge, but he would be really good.
He would be really good. I think about
Because they gotta be a little smaller person, right?
Right.
You're not huge, kind of more dirty blonde
Yeah.
hair.
I mean, I know he's older and he's Australian, but I thought of this guy as well, Guy Pearce, who played in Memento, the main character in Memento, and he's not the villain.
He would look really good.
Like I know he's older, but I feel like he
I
could
see
be
that.
like an older Constantine maybe, and
Yeah.
especially with the voice work if it's mostly animation, possibly. But I did see Aaron Taylor Johnson as well. That's again,
I see
blonde
that.
hair.
Who are some other names, man?
I think of what's his name? Who was the Northman?
Oh yeah, one of the Skarsgård.
Yeah, one of the Skarsgård brothers.
yeah.
I feel like I could see them.
He'd be really good too.
One of them doing that, Alexander or whatever.
Yeah.
It would be cool.
All right,
the
I see
concept.
it. I see.
Okay.
It. Who else? You know, you don't want to go too big,
No,
here,
no.
but
Not for Constantine.
I think those names would be
Okay.
solid.
So
I think
what
it'd
would
be
be
interesting.
what would be your plot of your show? So like, what would be the villain? How would be like? What was your concept?
That's a good point. Well, to understand that, I have to know what's thrown down before. It
Yeah.
would just really be a deep dive into who he is, into who,
Yeah.
into that psyche.
Would you have it be a continuation of Creature Commandos? Like
I
relate
think,
to it?
I think maybe a couple characters to pop up in it
Yeah.
just to confirm like this is the
This
same
is part
universe.
of the
But no,
universe.
it would be a whole separate story.
Okay. Okay.
So it would just probably revolve around something really basic. Probably just him going around. What about murders of a bunch of like virgin girls, right?
Okay.
So like in a like Las Vegas or
Yeah.
some dark city like that.
Yeah.
And I think just builds up, and I think eventually you could lead up, maybe through a couple seasons, to a bigger overarching villain who later appears in something,
Yeah, yeah.
live action, not like a Trigon, essentially, but I think something like that would be cool. Just kind of like an episode to episode, him taking down monsters while following this path of all these
Yeah.
seemingly connected murders. I think it would be kind of cool.
Okay. Okay.
I think it. Like with animation, I feel like they could just do more with the Constantine type feel. I don't know.
I can see that. I can see
What do you
that.
think?
Okay, I like that. I think that's a cool concept. I think Constantine's a cool character that's not been explored a whole lot.
Yeah.
Aside from like the
And he deserves
animated
it.
universe and CW, so it'd be cool to kind of
Yeah.
see him in that light and maybe have like guest appearances of characters like Zatanna or something like that, or that'd be kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
I
Okay.
think
Okay.
it could go a lot of places, and like I said,
Dude,
just
Deadman would be great in that show.
Oh yeah,
Deadman would be perfect.
That
for
would be
show.
fire.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. It would be a good co-star.
yeah.
Played by like a comedic guy.
Now it's a
Some
buddy cop.
comedic- Yeah, now it's a
See
buddy cop.
James Gunn.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway,
It's gonna be a comedy. Yeah.
I like that.
What
I like
about you?
that.
What do you think is a good idea?
I'm trying to pick, like, what would I pitch? That's not already circling around. I thought about like a Martian Manhunter. It's kind of what my initial thought was.
Like an origin story,
like an
kinda?
origin story, because we never had a Martian Manhunter origin story.
Okay.
So I feel like he kind of deserves it, and I feel like if you're playing into this universe that's already established, a Martian Manhunter universe, like I feel like he's a big enough character who deserves a movie. I mean, he's an original Justice League member, and give him a movie, give him his origin story, how he ends up on Earth, and I think I would have Superman be in it as a character, supporting character.
Okay.
Not a lot, but as a supporting character, and just kind of John Jones's story on how he becomes, an Earth, and how he loses his planet, the white Martians on the Mars side of things, and then, on Earth, kind of facing the threat as well.
Yeah.
Would be a cool concept to see. I mean, the villains would probably be the white Martians. I would say probably the best way I could do it.
Yeah.
Kind of his villains. In a sense, I feel like it'd be a cool concept because we never got a Martian Manhunter movie, and I feel like if you kind of explore, his life and how he lost his family and his, how he kind of opens maybe with the death of his, his wife and his daughters or whatever, would be a kind of a cool concept, and kind of see him how he comes to Earth. And I don't know, maybe that would be better as an animated movie or as a live action. I don't know which would be a better option, but
okay.
I feel like we haven't gotten a Martian Manhunter movie before.
Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah. I'd watch it too. I'd then pull out another card for another show that just crossed my mind. I think a live action show on the League of Assassins would be really cool. So this essentially Ra's al Ghul obviously would be the main character.
Yeah,
following him. So all the changes in the different centuries would be really cool. Think of all the beautiful shots you could do from hundreds of thousands of years back. I think that would be super cool. Just showing him taking care of uprisings, how he came to power. Probably just like a one season thing. I think would be really cool. Like maybe one episode for every certain number of 100 years. I think would be really cool thing to see, and just really delve into the rules, how this organization functions. And essentially he's your, not good guy or bad guy. He's just, the main character. I think it'd be kind of cool to explore.
Dude, that's Ra's al Ghul is such a
such a cool character, man.
Oh, you know who would play a great Ra's al Ghul?
Who?
Javier Bardem.
Dude, that would be fire.
That would be
fire.
Fire, dude.
He'd be really cool.
Or not Doom, but he would be a good Doom too.
Bro,
but
I think the name was tossed around.
Yeah,
for a while.
but he'd be
really good.
A cool Ra's al Ghul.
Okay, I can see that.
I can see that. I think
that'd be really interesting. Cool. Like I said, we never really explored that too much.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was in the CW's Arrow show, but I thought they did a good job there too.
Yeah, League of Assassins is a really cool concept to see, cool. Like related to how they started, and Ra's al Ghul's character. Maybe have Talia al Ghul in there as well, and maybe even Deathstroke or something like that would really go cool.
And then and at the end, it it has who was the kid that trained there, Damian Wayne. Tie into
the Brave and the Bold.
There you go.
That'd be fire. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. That's good. All right, what's something else? Let me come up with a show here of what could be a good concept for a show that would work in this universe. I think of two characters that are underrated and don't get a lot of attention. The Hawks, Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Like a Hawkman, Hawkgirl show. We're already getting introduced to her, Isabella Merced, who's playing Hawkgirl in Superman. So if you kind of have her cast Hawkman, have their own show called The Hawks or something, or whatever, and have Vandal Savage as the villain.
Yeah. Ooh.
I think it'd be kind of cool, and then tie into Superman to where she's having to go back and save Carter, her Hawkman, and trying to save him from Vandal Savage or something. Have her be the main character, Hawkman involved, and then Vandal Savage is the villain. Would be a cool concept. The whole Egyptian vibes and stuff, kind of blending Moon Knight almost in it. The Moon Knight vibes, and then having the Hawks come together and again kind of play into that reincarnation value. But I don't know, it'd be kind of cool.
I love it.
I think it'd be kind of neat to see them.
Yeah, like you said, they're really underrated. They always kind of get overlooked, but I think that'd be really cool looking to them.
Yeah.
Hawk 1 and Hawk 2.
Yeah, so we already got Isabel Merced, so who could play Hawkman? I'm trying to think. I also think of Alexander Skarsgård, but we need an Egyptian actor.
Who?
Somebody that would be
darker skin, darker hair.
I like the guy who played him in Black Adam.
But
was good. I mean, if we brought him back,
so just Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac would be. He's not a bad pick.
No, he's not. I feel like maybe should go a little younger.
We needed to go
at the same time,
especially with Isabel Merced. I mean, Isabel Merced and Oscar Isaac may not work.
She's Hispanic.
She is, I think, Hispanic. So, I see Rami Malek. That's a big one,
dude. He'd be huge. I don't necessarily see him. Maybe.
That's interesting.
Dude, what about someone like Ben Barnes?
Ben Barnes?
Is that too crazy?
I mean, I'm trying. Let me look him up here. Let me look at him. He's not bad.
No.
I mean, he's not a bad casting at all.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Jigsaw and Punisher.
Yeah, be kind of cool. I don't know. There's some cool stuff, but Vandal Savage is the one that kind of
Dude, Harvey or Bardem would be a better Savage than he would be Rachel Gould, in my opinion.
You know who low key might would be a kind of a cool, crazy pick?
Who?
For Vandal Savage?
Michael
like
Keaton.
I think of. No, I think of like a rugged, kind of almost like like the mutton chops.
Yep.
I think of one of two people. One, Hugh Jackman. I think he could be a cool Vandal Savage.
I see it right now.
Or number two, Kevin Bacon. Because I think of him in
the
Hellfire Club when he was the leader of that in X-Men First Class.
Uh-huh.
I feel like he might be an interesting take on that. But
I never would have guessed that, but I think I can see it too.
I think I could see that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be a cool concept.
Yeah.
Anyway, James Gunn, if you're listening and you like our ideas, let us know.
And a Deathstroke movie.
Here's the moment at gmail.com. Here's the moment at Here's the Moment Instagram. Here's the moment TikTok. All of the platforms were there.
YouTube.
Go ahead and give us a DM. Email us. We'd be happy to be in contact with you. We take cash.
Take our ideas.
Sign
but
us.
compensate us too.
My card number. I'm just kidding.
Bro, these kids who fall for like these online car scams kill me, man.
My card number is 123.
You can buy
4,
more
5,
V-Bucks
6.
by posting a picture of your mom's credit card. Go get it, sweetie. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dude, that's so true.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening to this episode. And as always, if you liked it, please let us know by giving us a download and a 5-star review wherever you listen to your podcast. If you guys want exclusive access to episodes, which includes movie reviews and then fun challenge ideas, subscribe to our new membership, Heroes HQ. We have a new feature on our episodes where you can send us a text message by following the link at the bottom of our episodes. You can submit your questions for Heroes Q&A there or just shoot us a DM on Instagram. Also, be sure to also check out our Instagram stories weekly for a chance to ask questions for our Q&A segments. And then finally, feel free to also check out our YouTube channel and our Instagram, Heroes in the Moment.
And we just want to thank y'all for listening. And as always, we love you 3000.